What's going on, everybody? We made it. It is finally opening day for the MLB, and in this video I'm going to be predicting every single team's record in the regular season. So if you enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. We are on that grind for 3,000 subscribers. So basically in this video I'm going to be predicting every single team's regular season record, and hopefully I can get it within 5 games. I'm going to see how many I get correct at the end of the year. I'm hoping I can at least get around 10 teams right, but we'll have to see. I'm also not going to break down every single team and say what I think about them. That would take way too long and that would be boring. But anyways, starting out with the New York Yankees, obviously they have a lot of talent on their team. I'm going to say they're going to be 162. I know in the recent past they've been very injury prone, but they just have so much talent on that team, so they're definitely going to get to 100 wins. Next, moving on to the Toronto Blue Jays, I think they're going to go 90-73. They're of course the team with all the big name prospects, and I think they're going to be able to put together a pretty good year. Now moving on to the Tampa Bay Rays, I think they're going to go 90-72. I know they just traded away Blake Snell, but they're going to find a way to win. They have a ton of young talent and they didn't spend a lot of money to get it, and that is why I appreciate them. I love the small market teams that find ways to win without spending a bunch of money on big name players. Next I have the Red Sox. I think they're going to go 75-87. I don't think they're going to have a horrendous year, but they're not going to be good. They're still the Red Sox though, so I think they'll have a somewhat decent record. Next I have the Orioles. I think they're going to go 62-100. They're not going to do good this year, but at least they get Trey Mancini back after recovering from cancer. I'd really like to see this team do good because they've been really bad in the past, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. Next, moving on to the White Sox, I have them winning the American League Central, going 94-68. They just have a ton of talent on that team, and I can see them getting close to 95 wins. Next, moving on to the Twins, I think they're going to put up a good fight with the White Sox to get that 1 seed, but I think they're going to come up just short, and they're going to get 90 wins and 72 losses. They do get Nelson Cruz back. They're going to be a force, but I just don't think they're good enough to get that 1 seed. Next, moving on to the Cleveland Indians, the Cleveland baseball team, whatever you want to call them. They are my favorite team, so I'm going to be a little bit biased towards them. I think they're going to go 90-72. They still have a dominant pitching force. They just don't have any more big names besides Jose Ramirez because their payroll is so low. And then in last place for the American League Central, I have the Royals going 81-81, splitting the season even. I know they got Andrew Benintendi. They're getting a lot better than they've recently been. They have a lot of young talent, and I can definitely see them being a force in the future, but this year I have them going 81-81. Next up, I have the Angels, and I have them getting 90 wins. I think Mike Trout is finally going to get into the playoffs and prove something this year, so definitely I think they're going to be making it with 90 wins. I could be completely wrong and they disappoint me, but I really want to see Mike Trout in a playoff game, so I'm going to give them 90 wins. Then I have the Houston Astros. I think they're going to go 85-77. Not a bad year for them, but I think they're going to just miss out of the playoffs. The Oakland Athletics are another team that are going to compete with the Astros and the Angels for that playoff spot. I think they're going to go 85-75 and come up just short, but still a decent season for them. They have a talented roster. Then for the Mariners, I think they're going to go 70-92. Not the best season from them. They're going to miss out on the playoffs. And then the Rangers, the same kind of deal. I think they're going to go 60-96. Moving on to the Braves, I think they're going to go 95-67. I think they're going to have a really good year, and they're going to come really close to winning the pennant, but obviously the Dodgers are just way too stacked, and they beat them last year. Next, moving on to the Mets, I think they're going to go 90-72. They're going to have a pretty good year. Obviously, they just got Lindor, but I don't think they're championship contenders just yet. Next, I have the Nationals going 85-77. Just a decent year from them, but obviously they have Max Scherzer and Juan Soto. The Phillies are one of my surprise teams. I know most people have them going 81-81 or something like that. I think Bryce Harper is going to have a great year this year and potentially lead them to a wild card spot. And then I have the Marlins going 70-92 to round out the National League East. Moving on to the Central, I don't think this is a very good league. I have the Cardinals coming out of it by just a few games, but the Brewers are going to be right up there. I think the Cardinals with Nolan Arenado are going to get that playoff spot, and they're going to be 85-77. Moving on to the Brewers, I think they're just going to have an okay season going 83-79, but obviously since they're in the Central League, they might still be able to get a playoff spot. As an Indians fan, I do not like the Cubs. I have them going 80-82 this year. Sorry to any Cubs fans if you're watching. And then I have the Reds going 70-92 and the Pirates going 57-105. man, they're always terrible. I hope they get better at some point. Now moving on to the reigning champs who just got even better, the Dodgers. I think they're going to go 105-57. I think the Padres are going to be just behind them, but obviously get a wild card spot, and I think they're going to end up winning a few series. They are so stacked too. I do think they overpaid Tatis way too early, but obviously he's an amazing player. I have them going 161. Then moving on to the Giants, I have them going 77-85. The Diamondbacks I have going 73-89, and the Rockies I have going 55-107. And that's going to pretty much wrap up this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. Comment below what you agreed with and what you disagreed with, and what your favorite team is. I can't wait for opening day, and I know you guys watching this can't either. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that, and I will see you all in the next one.